Hey, what is up everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of 7 Deadly Sins Origins. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and giving my final impressions of Elizabeth. Now, I haven't done my first impression ones. I was meaning to do that, but I've been really busy, and I've mainly paid attention to my P5X type community. I gotta get back to you guys, so I do apologize about that. So we are also streaming this later on today, so look forward to that at 5 p.m. EST, where we're going to be doing some pledge raid carries. But getting back to the video at hand here, Elizabeth has been a freaking treat to just use. I've absolutely enjoyed this character for a lot of time now, and I won't even lie to you, it's been awesome. If you guys did see our summoning video, we got lucky enough to get P8 inside of course, the 120. I think it was like 150 in total for the P8. And we ended up getting P9 and I believe like 170. So now we're very close on P10. I'm probably going to just end up maxing her out at the end of the day, because with that last potential max, we end up getting the 10% extra defense, which is going to be absolutely great, because this is actually going to be based on all heroes attack, which can help us out immensely for the healing. So I'm going to be trying to see exactly what's going to go up with that. But Elizabeth herself is essentially just a little bit of everything that's insanely nice here. We have, of course, a healer, we have an incredible buffer, and then we have the ability, or at least the, what's it called? The options of a burster. Now, I don't have the optimal pieces on her right now here. Currently, this is just like a stat stick along with this one here, but I'm eventually going to change them both to at least the blazing, what's called pieces themselves when I get more blazing pieces. Currently, I'm low, and I am using this blazing staff on my, what's it called? On my Drake currently. So I can't really just use it just yet. But for what I know, you want to, of course, have your grimoire, and you want to have both the blazing weapons to make sure, of course, she's able to take care of her supporter side, at least optimally. But so far for my weaponry on the book, we've been having a lot of blasts with this one, and I'm going to talk about this one as my final thoughts for it. And then, of course, at the end of the video, we're going to show a little bit of how I actually enjoy playing this one here. But for this one here, this is mainly your healer. You're able to, of course, also decrease defense while also still giving yourself a decent bit of heal. With her passive here, she's not only able to just decrease the allies' damage taken, which is absolutely amazing as well, but she's also able to make sure that their weakness damage is increased for the enemies. So it's always pretty cool. You're able to get yourself all just defense and everything, so it's going to help out your overall healing, which is also a really good thing. Now, this is mainly going to be proccing off of at least these two type of movesets here, where we have the Princess Water Cannon, which can apply the splashing around effect. This essentially decreases defense of enemies, which by doing so, you're easily proccing this said passive, which is going to allow us to increase our own defense as well. And then we have the other one, which is just being your mobile HP little thing that you're going to end up using here as well, which is just going to restore your HP by the amount of her defense. Now, all this gets brought together with her ultimate. Now, her ultimate is insanely nice. She pretty much just stays in this one place, and inside this area here, she's able to restore HP. You're also a reaction immune, but if you can get the higher duplicates, not only does the range become higher, but at P9, you're now able to make it so your allies inside the party, not just your characters, but your teammates who are also joining you for like raids and stuff like that, they will be immune to it. Now, that's a P9 exclusive type of deal, which is the reason why I also really wanted to get P9 on her. But she is immaculate with this. The healing is great with her, and I do love it. I thought it was not going to be honestly too crazy, but no, that healing is insane. Now, going on to the staff here, the staff is a really good one here. You're usually going to be using it for the buffing. And from what I've noticed, or from some of my friends as well who've been playing her a lot, they're mainly only using her with the win teams. Now, for what, of course, it goes for, it makes sense because she's increasing your win heroes peers. She's able to keep up the normal attack damage, which is heavily focused on win cloth, though, for some reason. If we're able to check out at least her sacred guidance here, she's able to take down the hero magic consumption. Combined ults, which are another thing that's going to be incredibly nice, gets upgraded. Increased normal attack, crit damage is awesome. Once again, heavily steering to Clotho and her win team. So the character herself is honestly just well built. And then she has a funny little mechanic here where not only is she able to increase your win attack here inside of this, but she's also able to boost your speed, which is kind of funny. So one of the few things I've been enjoying recently, especially when using this character, isn't even using her in the win team, but just using her to get around. So I end up popping this, which gives you a movement speed, and then you're just able to just jump around here and go around places, which is pretty darn cool. And it's pretty dang fast at that as well. So I actually have been enjoying that. It's a little bit of a thing with this character while also testing her out on the winded side. And then finally, we're checking out the Earth one. Now, this is probably the one that I've used the least inside of my least gameplay with this character, mainly because a lot of my Earth characters I just don't use. Like, I rarely use Daisy on Earth. And then Deanne, as much as I love my girl and how she's duped up, I rarely use her as well. So the few times I tested her out, it was just mainly just to get a little bit of a feel of it. And that's pretty much all it was. But this is going to be your burster. She's now able to help you out with normal skill cooldowns, give you extra crit chance, which is always great. Along with her Earth Burst efficiency, she's able to give you crit damage, which is always great as well. And then she has Hawk here, who's able to also help you out with hitting your Earth Burst and activating it. If you do so, it then increases your Earth damage by 50% and crit damage by what's it called? Blah, 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 blah. Can't even speak for a second. Earth damage by 50% of the hero's crit damage for 40%, which is always nice. Now, this is just heavily Earth based. Like, there's no one else who's probably going to be doing the Earth Burst as much as her, because I don't think we actually have a dedicated Earth Burster. I think our only dedicated Earth Burster was Deanne, but now Deanne's going to be forced to being a DPS from now on, while her teammate now, being Elizabeth, is going to be the dedicated Earth Burster. The character herself is pretty interesting. I think like she's only going to get replaced in terms of maybe like the winded side here as a buffer. Now I wouldn't say replaced for Clotho, but for future DPSs, maybe for that one. But her Holy and her Earth is absolutely insane. So do enjoy the character. My build currently right now is looking at the 100-day effect here with Immortal Watcher. I am going to get some things changed around to see if I can do a little bit better. We only have a level 2 engrave on her right now. And of course, the rest of it is, you already know. So now we went over all of that, and that took so long here. I just want to do maybe like at least a showcase of how much she really can heal here. Now, I'm not using a legitimate team right now because this is just me doing things around the area. So this is already going to be kind of meh, but we're going to let it go. We're going to see what we can do for now and just deal with it. And I want to show how much we actually heal on this. Now, I need to find a good team. I think we can do it with Meliodas. So let's go ahead and swap to our Millie team, which actually is this one. There's a reason why my team looked a little bit iffy. And I believe this should be just perfectly fine. I don't think we really got to change much. I'm pretty sure my Meliodas is perfectly fine here. But just to check before we get into a match, kind of, it's all right. It's meh. We got to get our Jet Black set for him as well. But I really want to show how much this character can heal, and the reason why I really do like this character a lot, because as my final impressions, I gotta say the character's immaculate. I really do enjoy how she's just able to just do everything, and even in raids, you're just not going to ever die, which is always a freaking cool thing. Or at least if you're doing your things correctly, you're not gonna die. But being able to, of course, take down the defense, being able to shred defense and everything like that is awesome, and I really do enjoy doing a lot of that stuff with this character here. So I'm just gonna go ahead, pop, get the hit in, and then we're gonna swap, get this on in here. And my deal with her is all I need to do is pop this ult here, and off bat, you can see we're healing an easy 42k or 44k easily. Now that's a little bit low for some people. I could have easily just killed this dude right here and now, but the range now, since I have P9 and everything else, as well as I can't get knocked, makes this way better. Like, let's get hit here. Let's see if he can get a hit in on us while we still have that. Boom, boom. It doesn't matter. We're still back at full health, which is just the amazing part of actually going ahead and using Elizabeth and actually having a little bit of fun with her. So I do love that she just heals all that and also keeps me above, or at least keeps me from being knocked and stuff like that, because that actually does come in handy. Now, this is not the only place where she just ends. No, she can still help you deal a ton of damage too. So if I'm able to, of course, do this here, and I have the proc as well, which I could easily just save that for the combine ult as well, which I'm probably going to see if I can get the combine ult in time. Let's see if I can get it. Swap back in here. Let's do our double. And we're still able to get everything we want. So get our double back in. He can't knock me down. So I can just sit here and just do whatever I want. And at this point in time, I can just sit there. Now, she helps with that lovely amount of just staying into that area, the defense down, which is insanely nice to have once you're actually getting used to it. But alongside, ooh, hello, I got the weapon blueprint, lovely. But alongside of that, it's just the amount of damage you can really perform without having to really worry, right? On the off chances I take a fatal hit or anything like that, she's still going to keep me alive. She's going to make sure my team stays that way. And it gives you more than enough time to be like, oh, I'm low. Let me go ahead and get my health back up, which I really do love that. So we're going to run it back through. And this time, I'm just going to run it through with her, just making sure we already have the defense down, proc and everything. And it's just going to be immaculate. I'm sorry. Like, I think the only hard part that I have with this team is knowing when I want to use my ultimate, because her ult is a 3 gauge, unlike how Merlin's whole team is morely like a 2 gauge team before she came here. So, what's it called? I'm more used to that now at this point, but I really want to say her ult is like the only thing that I'm mainly worried about. Other than that, I don't really have to worry too much. And look at this. Okay, took some damage. Cool. Whatevs. Let's just go ahead. First of all, press this. And even there, I'm just able to go ahead and keep swapping. Now, I'm not even doing the damage round right now at all. Boom, pop this on off. Now, keep in mind, we already got full healed. The man already was debuffed. He's gone. Like, it doesn't matter. Which I do say that's probably the hardest part. It's only the hardest part is just getting my what's it called, magic points up. But also I feel like that can be easily done if I like actually use my gear properly. So I mean, like, you know, it comes with its own issues at times, but I do feel like it can easily be handled and actually be dealt with even better. But all in all, Elizabeth's fun. I'm enjoying myself. I'm really tempted to get that P10. I'm loving the whole what's it called? I'm loving the whole option of not only just being able to heal myself, but let's say I'm playing raids with friends, I can heal them. With all due respect, they won't die at this point, and as long as they're not doing something stupid. And with P9, since I'm able to cover so much area, I can pretty much just guarantee they're gonna stay alive, which is freaking fantastic. But you guys let me know how y'all been feeling about Elizabeth so far. I'm enjoying my time. I'll keep you guys updated if I do end up going for the P10, and we'll probably have a video for it. I'm most likely going to do another video on all 3 of the Elizabeth's set effects themselves these upcoming days. I am a little late on that. I do apologize. But of course, we're going to still have fun. So without further ado, peace out, you guys. Thanks.